Jake Elliott is in play. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. Has this at the 6. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
So you confused, huh?
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Get it!
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Commanders will have a first. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield.
Let's go!
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Daniels from the pistol. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Buffalo 18! Ready?
First carry now for Austin Eckler. Big gap up the middle. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Just like they drew it up in practice this week, partner, and the exact start they wanted to have in this game.
That's 100%. That's why you script and you go over these plays ahead of time. Kate, you know this. All those amazing essays you wrote at Cal. That start to that paper was so important. It set the tone for the rest of it.
Gonzalez connects on the point after. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Hurts setting up to throw. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Mike Sarah still makes the play. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. But will it stand? We got to see what this flag is all about. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
On second down, here's Barkley. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle. Maybe 4 yards on that run. It's going to be third down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a third down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They start out 2nd and 10. That pass complete to Goddard. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Throwing here, Hurts. Able to get it to Barkley. Still has some space inside the 35. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Philadelphia first down. From the pistol, Hurts. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. That's into the hands of Barkley. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Hurts now on 4th. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Picked off. That's Bobby Wagner. And the Commanders take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, they had one last gasp to try to make something happen here in the red zone, Brock. Just wasn't there. This defense too locked in, coming up with the interception.
Yeah, it's the work they do on those first 3 downs to get to this 4th down, like a pitcher does, to get to an 0-2 count. They know it's their advantage. And once that offense decides to go for it on 4th down, a good chance they're going to get that stop. And oh, by the way, a few style points and add it to the stat sheet with the INT.
Go.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Tag. Set up.
Here's Daniels. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football! And the Eagles get to it! Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and the next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow. You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. And the line doesn't hold up,
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Hurts now from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. On 4th down, Hurts. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Come on, come on.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Buys time, rolling right. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Timeout taken by the offense. They're 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
Oh, coaches just love that effort. Made the pick. Everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Now Gonzalez on to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the 2nd half. And really, Kate, This third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
And they make this stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down throwing for Hurts. And he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's incomplete left side. It was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Hurts throwing again. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Get it.
Motioning him from the slot right. On 2nd down, Robinson. And he gets him around 6 there. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Third and just 2 to go.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That's it for that one.